13 Eats, there's nowhere we wouldn't go to find the best food in West Michigan. That's why we're here today to see if this small restaurant lives up to the big namesake.
That namesake? A 5'3" woman who knows big flavor.
I am the owner of Big Shawns Cheesesteaks.
The restaurant you see today is Shawn Wedding's dream, served hot.
I started out in my garage and I didn't realize that the momentum that we would get, I had to open up a location because of the traffic that was coming to my house.
Traffic that followed her to Kalamazoo Avenue, where for the last 3 years, you can find Shawn 7 days a week, 12 hours a day to see that dream wrapped in wax paper.
We've been open for 3 years. I got a Blackstone from Walmart in Wyoming. I have a twin brother. He passed away. It's coming up on 2 years this month. I told him I would pay him $100 if he would take the Blackstone from Walmart and bring it home, and I would also cook him dinner. So that's how this started, me making cheesesteaks on my patio in the fall. Came up with an idea and a concept as far as that'll work for this city. We get our meat from Pennsylvania area. We get, which is our USDA choice steak. We get all of our Amoroso rolls from the New Jersey area, from Amoroso Baking Company. That's what makes a cheesesteak. And we put white American, provolone cheese, and we also have Kraft Cheese Whiz.
If Shawn had it her way,
Liquid gold.
every customer would leave happy, and every sandwich would be coated in Cheese Whiz.
It's up to you. The egg rolls, that's pretty much a cheesesteak that's stuffed inside of an egg roll wrapper, and we deep fry it. So there's steak, there's onions, there's gonna be your provolone cheese, your white American, and your Cheese Whiz, or chicken. We have 2 selections. When we do expand and get a bigger restaurant, we'll have different variations of the egg rolls, from dessert egg rolls to ones that's not dessert.
You want to expand to a different location, that's the
Yes, that's bigger. So we have indoor seating. We'll have a bigger frying area to where we can do hot Cheeto egg rolls, different variations of our onion rings, our mozzarella sticks, hot Cheeto onion rings, hot Cheeto mozzarella sticks. It's a bigger world out there as far as food. But if we have more deep fryers, so that's what we're working on. So fortunately, we're blessed to be able to graduate from this restaurant and move to a bigger one. So I'm in the process now of looking for a bigger and better location. Because you're doing cheese sauce, right? It's gonna be salty. I don't want it too salty, huh? I love to cook. I love to make a cheesesteak. I love to see customers outside. I mainly get a bunch of guys, men that come in here. And like my mom always told me, you gotta feed a guy. You can't just give him bread and cheese. So I think it's that with us piling the meat on and customers come here, they go outside, they eat. I love to see that and to see their reaction when they take that first bite, or to hear them come in and have a conversation with me and say, hey, I just wanted to come in and tell you that was one of the best cheesesteaks that I've ever had. My favorite menu item is going to be our Shawn style cheesesteak, which consists of our ribeye steak, onions, mushrooms, mild banana peppers, the green pepper family, which is the red and the green, with provolone, white American, and you got to have the Cheese Whiz on an Amoroso roll. That's what we specialize in. That's our popular sandwich that we sell here.
very greasy. I love it.
Holy cow, this thing is huge.
And that is chicken breast cooked on the grill for our chicken Shawn style sandwich. Take a bite, tell me what you think.
Well, there's not currently a place to sit down and eat. That couldn't stop me from sneaking a bite. You wouldn't blame me if you smelled that meat on the grill.
I was not expecting that. All right, we're back at the station. They don't have a spot where we can sit to eat, so we're gonna eat it here, which is even better. We get to enjoy the weatherball garden. So we tried this back at the restaurant and I could not help myself from getting a few bites in. It smells amazing. This is their chicken Philly cheesesteak and it's loaded with peppers. It's loaded with cheese. The peppers on this add like this nice crunch. It's like a freshness that it needs. When you have the cheese and the chicken, you need a little bit of like that light to go on top. And it just adds this little bit of crunch. The chicken and the cheese are mixing and it's really creamy, but you have that little bit of flavor from the veggies. Big Shawn was telling us that you can eat them without the sauces. You can. They are delicious, and I've tried them. They're delicious without the sauces. But the sauces add that extra little bit, she was telling us, that just make it stand out. And this is like a sweet and sour almost. It has little flakes in here of like the chili. And then over here we've got more cheese. She said her favorite bite is when you dip it in the cheese, and then she said dip it in this sweet chili sauce, and it kind of sticks to the cheese a little bit, and that is her favorite bite. Look at that. That looks amazing. It's coating the cheese. So we're gonna try to take one massive bite and get everything in there. Okay, here we go. That is unlike anything I've ever had before. I feel like the beef just has that extra layer to it of, it's a little bit heavier, it mixes with the cheese a little bit better. It stands out more, I would say. It's got a good seasoning, a good flavor to it. I watched her dump that seasoning on it and I knew it was gonna be really amazing. I feel like this is like the standout, in my opinion. It's the classic, but it's the standout. The spice level, not overwhelming. You have a little bit of heat in your mouth. The sweet chili sauce, it's there. First it's sweet, and then it gives you that little punch, but I think it's just the perfect amount of spice. It's just that little bit, it's not overwhelming. It goes perfectly with the seasoned beef. This is my favorite sandwich so far. The beef, you can really, it tastes like your classic Philly cheesesteak, but they've got that cheese that just takes it to another level. It's a brand new style. It's Shawns style, and I think it works. Last but not least, and I've been really anxious to try this, we have the egg roll. This is a Philly cheesesteak egg roll, which I've been told is a thing. It's not just at Big Shawn's. So in here, we basically have a Philly cheesesteak, but it's wrapped in an egg roll coating and it's fried. So it's extra crunchy on the outside. It's not that soft bread. We have like a texture difference here. This has to be the favorite item for me. I just feel like it's the classic Philly cheesesteak that they make amazing, and it is really great in sandwich form. But here, when you've added that crunchy fried layer, there is nothing better. This is amazing. Definitely try this one. When we're thinking about going out for lunch in Grand Rapids and debating between a Jimmy John's and a Subway and a place like this is gonna be my go-to every time because we watch them cook it fresh. They had the chicken breast on the grill, and it's just cooked to perfection. And also seeing Shawn and just how much she cared about her business makes me want to go there that much more. So when it comes down to lunch, I'm gonna go to Big Shawn's.
I think we can decisively say that Big Shawn's lives up to the big hype. If you want to see us try somewhere next, text EATS to 616-559-1310. Because here on 13 Eats, we're always hungry.